Yeah, I wanted somewhere that I had been before, so I was a little bit familiar with. And I had been to Cancun before. I also wanted a good kind of like turn up vibe,
Mm-hmm.
and I knew I could get that from Cancun. So that it just made sense. I also knew the flight coming from Houston would be relatively easy. So all of those things factored into my decision.
Okay, okay, okay. And then arriving in Cancun, what was your first wow moment?
Hmm.
Even if it's bad, like, because when I went to Cancun, I was kind of shocked. I was like, what? What is this?
So I don't know. What was my wow moment? Arriving was really smooth. Like I said, it was a short flight. The weather was nice, which was expected. That's the only reason why that wasn't a wow.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice. I think my first wow moment is when I got into transportation and the guy was like, "Beer." I said, "This is going to be great." I said, "Yes, yes."
What did he say? He said beer?
Do you want a beer? Well, he offered water too. So
Yeah.
to be fair, he did offer water too. But he really caught me. He captured me when he said water or beer. Yes. Wow. This is it.
That's amazing. So you got to ride in style with your taste buds happy.
Exactly. I got to start the party so I could catch up when I got there.
Right,
Yes.
right, right, right. We don't want to go there and just be a rookie. You want to
There you
already have it
go.
going. Okay. So give us your best 30-second pitch for why someone should celebrate their birthday in Cancun. If you
Okay.
had a pitch to help somebody out, what would you tell them?
Okay. So I would say if you're looking to really have a good time, to be catered to be pampered, I would say go to Cancun, and
Mm.
you have to pick your resort wisely.
Mm.
Um, I think for this resort, there was always something going on. They were very hospitable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think I stood still for 10 seconds without someone asking if I wanted something. So
Mm.
again, if you're looking to be catered to party, to have a good vibe,
Yeah.
great music, literally something always going on. Even after hour spots, Cancun is that place for you to celebrate your birthday, turn up, and have some vibes.
That's what I love. I love that. That was perfect. Okay, ma'am, because
Mhm.
you're helping some people listening. What? Because people don't believe me. I'm just the travel agent, right?
Yes,
But I'm
yes.
like, this is where you need to go. What was the most unforgettable party spot you discovered? Because I've been discovering some, but you tell me which one did you discover this trip?
Oh, yeah. So, hands down, there was a steakhouse that the one of the people, the concierge, they suggested, and I've never been to anything like it.
Hmm.
I mean, I so this steakhouse, they had food, of course, great food. I mean, the vibe was super sexy.
Hmm.
We were right off the water, like we could look at the almost touch the water.
Mm-hmm.
So it was very open. They literally had aerial artists like doing I forget what it's called, but they were doing tricks with kind of like fabric
Mm-hmm.
off the water.
Mm.
There was like a little fashion show. They allowed you to order hookah.
Okay.
So, when you go to, even in your daily life, there's a hookah lounge,
Yeah.
there's a day club. Then the day club might only have, like bar food. So
Mm-hmm.
you really got to go somewhere else to eat, like a restaurant. Then you got
Right.
to actually go to the club. This place had it all in one.
Wow. You remember the name?
Yes, is Shamboa. I'll get the spelling for you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Shamboa. Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, I can't wait to go back.
Okay. And I think I put that in one of the itineraries. It's long, but I'm going to go back
Mm-hmm.
and make sure because it was a steakhouse that was highly recommended. But
Yes.
thank you for telling me the name so I can make sure to put it in somebody's next, like you said, you want to go back. Let's do
Yes.
it. Tell us about your actual birthday night, because I'm always wondering, because there was some stuff going on behind the scenes that you didn't know about. But tell us about your actual birthday night. Walk us through the celebration.
Okay, so that's actually where we ended up going
Oh,
for the
good.
birthday night, right? So so that was like ideal.
Mm-hmm.
In the morning we got massages, which was nice. It was my first time trying, I think it's called hydrotherapy.
Oh, how
I
was
think
that?
I think that's what you call it.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice. It was like a part of the spa, but it was kind of separated.
Mm-hmm.
And it was almost like not jacuzzi, but a water area that had different jets. So one jet
Wow.
may have focused on your shoulders. Another
Yes.
set of jets might have focused on your back.
Mm.
Another set might have been, the like jacuzzi jets on your feet and stuff.
Yes.
So that was really nice. It kind of helped loosen up even before the massage, and the
Mm-hmm.
massage was everything. I'm pretty sure I fell asleep a couple times.
I bet. And I heard they do
Mm-hmm.
really good massages out there in the islands, just
Yes.
away from home.
Mm-hmm.
And then how did you get from the massage to the party spot? Like what was going on? I'm just nosy.
So after, um, was that the same day? Look, I might even be all out of order. But after that, I mean, there's so much food around, which is
Mm-hmm.
great.
Mm-hmm.
So you go get your little bite to eat. You walk around a little bit, and then we just started getting ready. And then I think our rides were supposed to be there around 8:30.
Mm.
So then we had transportation and went right to the steakhouse.
Oh my goodness. And how long did y'all end up staying?
Oh my gosh, we did not come back. I don't think we left till like 1 a.m.
That's good. I love that. I
That's
love
why I said
that.
it's literally like an all in one. You couldn't ask for more. It was like, because you leave the club at that time.
Right.
At least I don't, at 40, celebrating my 40th, I don't want to leave the club anywhere
Mm-hmm.
any later than that.
Got you. It's like, what's going on after one?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So that was perfect.
Okay. And then for future birthday travelers, what's one of the nightlife tips? Now, I think you just gave it to us with that spot, so we would skip that question. Unless you went somewhere else or on the property that was pretty lit. Did you go anywhere else?
No, but we did on the way home. We actually drove by. I think it honestly reminded me of like a little mini Times Square
Hmm.
area.
Mm-hmm.
And that's actually where Coco Bongo.
Bongo is, yeah.
Uh-huh. So
Mm-hmm.
we drove by, and I mean there was entertainment on the street. Like if you're really about that life and you
Right.
may be celebrating a 21 or a 25, that's the spot to be. That strip, you can just walk in and out of bars. Like there were characters out there. Beetlejuice was there. I think Superman or somebody was there. So,
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
yeah. So if you about that life, all of that one strip that has Coco Bongo on it is where you need to be.
Okay. And then besides the parties, what was your favorite daytime adventure? And
Yeah, I knew with this trip that I wanted to do some sort of like boating activity
yes.
because I love the water in general. Um, so a boat was always going to be in my future.
Yes.
So I think that would have been that was my favorite daytime activity. We got on a boat. I think we went to Isla Mujires or something,
Yes.
and
Yes.
just chilled on the water there. Yeah.
I bet it was so nice. And I knew the behind the scenes. I couldn't tell you anything. They were blowing me up. And they were just like, get it now. Find us something for her. And she's gonna love it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
but okay, I gotta find something safe. It's last minute. And they were like, who cares? Find us something. We trust you. So we were just juggling around finding you the best option. And I'm
Yeah.
so happy to hear you loved it. So let's talk food. And what was your most memorable meal?
Hmm. Memorable. On site or off site?
It doesn't matter. What when you think about your trip, what food do you think about the most, or what you want to come back and eat?
Okay, so I mean, a lot of these answers are going to be that steakhouse.
Right, right.
That steakhouse was good. I also enjoyed the buffet there.
Okay.
Because, and oddly enough, I enjoy it because it was smaller. I know that some of, an all-inclusive resort, some of them are really large and the buffets just kind of go on and on. But I enjoyed this because I could find where everything was. I remember, by the second day, I knew kind of where everything was and how to get to it quickly. They always had some sort of drink bar. So at one point during the morning, you could make mimosas. Yeah, it was really cute.
That's real cool.
Bar. I really enjoyed that part.
And most people don't like them small, but I'm glad you put that in there so that I'm going to always put the hotel information. You don't have to say it, but I always put it in the bottom of the post so people can click on it and get some ideas. But I love how you told me how the food was a smaller, just prepare them so they're not like, where's the food?
Yes.
And then did you find any hidden gems or spots? Like some people go through the resorts and they're like, girl, it's an area, or I found this spot on the beach. Or did you find anything like that?
No, but that cafe we definitely frequented, and my sister was like, girl, they have a chocolate cake, you have to try it. A chocolate and coffee go together.
Yes, it does. Yes.
And my sister's an early riser. She has young kids. So she was up at 6 in the fitness center and then on to get her coffee. She was like, you gotta try it. So I think that kind of probably was her hidden gem.
Okay, the gym and the chocolate. Listen, I'm for some sweets and some coffee. That is the best combination. I'm almost done. What's one thing you wish someone had told you before planning the Cancun birthday trip?
Oh,
someone like me, probably. I'm the one that's gonna get in trouble on this question.
And it's funny because once you hear my answer, it would have been go stay for longer.
Okay,
extend your trip.
Extend it.
Which I couldn't do, right, between work and other commitments. So we turned up while we could, honey. We weren't there for a long time, but a good time. But if one thing, I think I would have probably extended it.
Yeah, in 7 days. What you think?
Yeah, something along the lines of that. Also, because you're talking to people and you're like, it's almost like FOMO, fear of missing out. It's like, oh, how long are you here? I'm like, oh, just for a little quick weekend turn out. Yeah, we're here for 2 weeks. I'm like, oh, I wish.
Right. I see them all the time. I'm like, who y'all travel agent? No.
Yeah.
Can I get some of that? But money talk. So, any tips for balancing a fun and budget in Cancun? Because a lot of people think they can't travel, and I always tell them, if you plan ahead, you can put so much a month away and pay off of it, and you can go to Cancun. So, how would you help someone? Any tips that you can give them to budget?
Yeah. That's a good one. I mean, for me, it's kind of budgeting. I would say an all-inclusive.
Okay.
Right? Because that kind of, you have everything at your fingertips. You may not have to go to the store, buy groceries and all that stuff. Now, I don't know if it's cheaper or not. I don't know about inflation and currency exchange and all that stuff. But for me, an all-inclusive seems to work for that.
And then I'm almost done, I promise. The planning of your birthday. What is the top 3 must-do activities that you would tell somebody? Look, you come back with some money. So what would you help me tell them the must-do activities that you wish you would have done or could have done or whatever you did? What was the must-do activities that they should do?
I think for Cancun or Mexico in general, you always have to do some water activities.
Okay.
Whether that's a boat, a scuba, a snorkel, a parasail, jet ski, right? Like, you got to get in that water.
You got to get in the water.
Blue, it's too beautiful. Yes. It is just too warm, too pretty. Like, you got to get in that water, even if you got to get in with a life jacket.
Yes, and you have definitely sold it, because that is the key to Mexico. You're close to some really clear water.
Exactly.
And then best drink that you had? What was the best drink?
I don't know if it was called a Miami Vice, but it was a mix between like a pina colada and like a daiquiri.
Okay. Was it like strong? Did it?
Yes.
Okay. And the hotel had it, or the resort, I'm sorry. Did the resort?
Yes.
Okay, good. Most Instagram worthy moment. I mean, I got to see some pictures on your page one day, hopefully. What was, before you show it to me, what was the most Instagram worthy moment?
That's a good
Probably the
one.
boat, right? Something on that boat, that water.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe you're right. It might be the boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the funniest story you can share from the trip.
Honey, my I'm gonna call her, like they say, my cousin in love.
Yes.
She was on the boat taking work calls.
Hush.
She was so funny. She picked up the phone and was talking, and all of a sudden I heard, well, if the patient is in hospice,
No, ma'am.
they can, we cannot code it.
No.
Oh God, yes.
And you can't interrupt that call, but the water is beautiful, right? It's like you just missed it. Oh boy. You know, sometimes, you know, you can, if you had that type of job like mine, I can take my work anywhere. And I'm always envisioning myself sitting on the side of the beach where it's just a coconut tree above my head. And I'm sitting there with my laptop just working away, and the waves are just crashing.
A beautiful scene.
Yes, I'm sorry. Look, I'm like cousin. Like let's hurry up and get this done so I can get back to my fun. And then I'm gonna wrap this up. Would you do it again? And you already told me yes. And what would you do differently? Of course, you would stay longer. See, I've already answered the question.
You hit the nail on the head. I would absolutely go again. I am excited to go back to that steakhouse. I told my husband about it. I said, well, you have a date spot. I mean, it's so perfect. I would absolutely stay longer. If anything to do differently, I'm at an age where I have to actually start incorporating my kids. So I'll probably work with you to find a kid-friendly resort and have a little vacation with them too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'll tell you later off record. You know, I'm the turn up queen, but I do have, I do have a few options for people traveling with children. So we would definitely talk after this. Whenever you're ready. And then to sum up your Cancun birthday experience in 3 words, you only get 3 words. Don't cheat. What would you do? What are the 3 words to sum it up? It's hard.
I would say celebration, laughs,
yes,
and peace.
Oh, I absolutely love those words. Thank you.
Yeah.
And my last and final question, ma'am. You just made my day. I like peace. I like peace in the midst of my turn up.
Yes.
What could I have done better? Even if it's something that, you can see I can brush up on, you can put it out here. It doesn't matter. I don't edit. But it helps me to be even better. I've been doing this for almost 10 years. I can always grow. So let me know what I could have done better to make it even more special.
I honestly don't know that I have anything off the top.
Okay.
I mean, the one thing I had mentioned is about the food in my stomach. I don't know what was going on.
Okay.
With my stomach, so maybe I could have brought a couple of bottles. Again, I don't know if it was the alcohol. Maybe bring a probiotic, girl.
Right. So that's a good one. You know what I tell y'all to do is to get that immune builder tea. And have that every day. That's in like the last little spills I send you. And then now I will incorporate this little pill I buy from Target. And it's like $7, but it's a whole thing of pills and they're super small. I think it's concentrated baking soda.
Oh.
But it knocks out any gas, any indigestion, any rumblings, anything you got going on with your stomach instantly.
Okay.
So I'm going to add that. You just help me add some more stuff to the list to send to people when they're going out, especially Mexico, because the ice, I could have told you don't eat the ice. Stay away from their water if you can. And then hydrate.
Yes.
because
Yep.
you'll get out there and get excited, and you didn't know you just drank like 5 daiquiris or whatever. And then you're like, why am I so hot? What's going on with me? Why my stomach hurt? It's like, girl, you are
Yep.
turning up. That is what that is. But I'm
Yeah.
glad you feel better.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad it didn't ruin your trip.
Not at all.
Okay. And any other questions for me before we end this magnificent episode of Fresh Off the Jet? Any other questions?
No, I just want to say thank you so much for hosting me and my friends. I mean, everyone had great things to say. Everyone had a great time.
Yay.
It was just full of so much love and turn them at the same time with the appropriate amount of rest, or at least we tried.
Right.
So I really do appreciate you. You're a great resource to have, and we will be working together.